Yeah, it's not too often you get a 2-0, especially when you're down a man killing a penalty. But the guys did a great job, killing it up to that point, and then capitalize on the one opportunity that we got.
Now, with so much adversity this team's been facing, just in the past few weeks in general, overtime losses, injuries, things like that, how much does this victory mean for you as the team?
It's a big victory. It's we're about to embark on a road trip after the next game, and these 2 home games are huge. And we're looking for 4 points, and we got 2 tonight, so we'll move on and worry about Thursday tomorrow, and look to get another 2. But it's a big win, and it's not how you draw it up, but the guys stayed composed, and we're feeling good about our game, and we're able to come back.
Now, obviously, how close every point matters throughout the entire season, but right now everybody's so clogged up, and especially in the Central and especially within the West. Every point matters, but especially getting against the West like Vancouver, where they're right in the same spot as you are. How much does that mean?
That's huge. You're right. It's that time of year where you got to string points together, because it can put you above, and even if you do string some points together, it might not get you too far. So, but if you leave points on the table, that's when you're in trouble. So, we had one going into overtime, and we're confident in our game to get the second one, and it was a big goal by Irwin.
And now seeing all these young call-ups with all the injuries, seeing them mesh into the system, what's it show that to you, someone that's new to this organization, seeing how they're able to just jump right in and take a spot?
Well, it's huge. It's guys go down with injuries. It's kind of fill that void by committee, and guys that have been called up have done a great job. It's a testament to the whole organization. Playing the same way down in Milwaukee. So when guys get the opportunity up here, they're not thinking too much. They can play the same system and go to work and do what makes them successful, and that's been shown.
Yeah, recently you signed a 1-year contract extension. That feel like a little bit of a boost for you too, going out there knowing that you were able to earn that.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously a great thing. I'm thankful for the opportunity they've given me to step in the lineup and play, and I'm very happy to be here next year as well. So, but the job's not done there. I've been more concerned about us getting points and pushing to get in the playoffs, and those things kind of just happen when teams are winning. So, it's nice that I got it. I'm thankful for it. But now the main goal is obviously to get to the playoffs.
Excellent. Thank you.
That one's got to feel great, not only for you personally, of course, but just for the team.
Yeah, I mean, it was a big win for us today, and I mean, it was a tough goal they scored with a minute left, and it was huge for us to get a win at home, especially.
What are you thinking as you're coming down on the 2-0? Are you expecting to pass the whole time, or just waiting to see?
No, I mean, I saw the puck was bobbing a little bit, so I wasn't sure if he was gonna shoot it or not. And he gave me open netter, so I just have to say thanks to Jos.
Calle, are you aware of what the clock says at that point? I know not exactly, but I mean, do you know it's under 5 seconds, under 10 seconds?
Yeah, I knew it was something like that, 5-4, something like that left, and it was enough to get a goal, so it was good.
How did you guys kind of regroup after Roman's goal was waved off? Obviously things haven't gone the way you wanted to in overtime this year, and to have a goal like that waved off, how did you guys kind of refocus after that?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we just stuck with it today and just kept battling, and we went our way today, and that was great.
Recently it's been going against your team. I mean, it looked like that way a little bit tonight. The late goal, 2 goals waved off, 1 in overtime. Was it good to finally be on the right side of that tonight, with being able to get a shorthanded overtime winner?
Yeah, for sure. Obviously it was a big individual play by Jos. First blocked the shot, and then made a nice pass to Jarni and a nice goal. But yeah, for sure it's a good feeling to win the game in OT. It's been a while since we won last one. I can't remember when that happened, but big win no matter what. Obviously made things hard for ourselves in the third period, and but still gotta see the bigger picture. Huge 2 points, and obviously there's some areas we can improve too.
Sort of alluded to that, but I mean, Peter mentioned this morning that you're not happy. The entire team is not happy with where they are. I know it's only 40 games into the season, but you're looking at the standings. Did you realize that you had a team in front of you tonight that was 2 points ahead? It was able to find a way to at least chip into that deficit a little bit.
Yeah, I didn't really. Obviously, I know the standings and keep my self educated, updated all the time. But I wasn't really thinking about that. Obviously, just playing at home, having an opportunity to win the game and get 2 points. I think that was the main thing, and that was the first time we faced Vancouver this season, and they've been playing really well as of late. I think they won 6 out of last 7 games or something like that, and so we knew we had to play well, and tonight was a low-scoring, low-event game, but you know, as a goalie, I like that.
Goals, a late tying goal. Was it important to finally have the final bounce go your way? Can that help this team by getting a win in this fashion?
Well, I mean, it's good for tonight. I don't know if that. I don't know if a good bounce will lead to another good bounce. You'd certainly like to hope so. But I like the way that we competed and worked, especially in the first 2 periods. I thought that they showed a good push in the 3rd period. We ended up having to play defense and getting some big saves from our goaltender. But you know, I like the level in which we competed for the first 2 periods and the speed in which we played the game.
You see Yost block that shot, you immediately look up the clock as they're going up ice to see if they have enough time to
yeah,
get
you
that
know,
goal.
it was it happened so quick. I was saying down there, usually they made it just under the gun, but oftentimes like that, you see something going in that direction, you're wondering about the turnaround, but luckily the clock was down far enough where there wouldn't be a turnaround had they not connected, but they did connect. It was a beautiful play, and you'd think that there's enough time with 7 or 8 seconds left to get from one end to the other.
Austin Watson, we've talked about him a lot recently, another goal tonight. I mean, is there something about his game that stands out to you that's allowed him to have this repeated success since he's been back in the
I think he's getting a really good opportunity now. I think the role has changed just a little bit in the sense that he's playing with Fish and taking on more minutes inside of a checking role and a defensive role. I thought they did a terrific job against Vancouver's top line tonight, so I think just the ice time and the added responsibility has put him in situations. But I've liked his game from the start ever since he came back, and you know, he's been playing fast, he's been playing physical for us. He's been chipping in offense, he's going to the hard areas in the paint where he's scoring goals right now. But not only Austin's game, I've liked, you know, Mike's line with Colton and Austin on it. I think they've done a really good job. They've been sound defensively and provided a lot of offense for us.
To get the OT goal from Calle, another guy that even when he's not scoring goals, you talk about all the time just how smart of a player he is, but a bonus for him, I guess, to chip in that way.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good spot for him. He's been practicing and putting the practice in the 3-on-3 and in games in the 3-on-3. You know, that turns into a penalty kill, so there, at that point, you're putting the penalty killers on the ice, and he's a guy that we rely on in those situations. You know, the thing about a 4-on-3 and a 5-on-3 is the odd time you can't catch a block shot, and you got 4 guys that are stationary or guys down by the goal line. If you can get out of the hole, you can catch, you know, to a 2-on-1 or 3-on-1 or even a 2-on-0. And it was nice to see them. It was nice to see them get out of there after that block shot and get down the ice.